Hello and welcome. I'm David Lozada. This is your 6 p.m. wrap, a full rundown of today's top stories. Philippine President Benigno Aquino says he's open to allowing a former chief executive to run again, just not for a consecutive term. Aquino expresses openness to the idea when asked if he supports constitutional amendments allowing re-election. He says, quote, "The South American countries went through a similar period. In their constitutions, a sitting president has to step down but can rerun after the intervention of a different administration. Perhaps that is something the Philippines can consider." Aquino says the Philippines' experience with the late President Ferdinand Marcos showed dangers of consecutive terms. Marcos was supposed to serve a second term until 1973, but declared martial law in 1972 and remained in power until 1986. Philippine Vice President Gm1 Binay says he cannot bring himself to insult Senator Grace Poe because he was also adopted. The statement comes after Binay's party interim Secretary General J.V. Bautista claimed Poe is not qualified to run for higher office as a foundling by definition is stateless. Poe was adopted by actor Susan Roses and the late Fernando Poe Jr. She gained American citizenship later on but returned to the Philippines 10 years ago. United Nationalist Alliance President Toby Tiangco also apologized to Poe for causing a rift between her and Binay. He earlier said Poe wasn't qualified to run in 2016 because she lacks residency. The Philippines and Japan begin talks on a visiting forces treaty, expected to allow Japanese military access to the country's military bases. Aquino clarifies it will be a treaty, not an executive agreement. The announcement comes after Aquino and Abe signed an agreement on transferring defense equipment between Tokyo and Manila. Aquino says, quote, "The visiting forces agreement will have to be passed and approved by our Senate, but we will be starting discussions on the details embodying this." Aquino and Abe also criticized China for dredging in the South China Sea, where it built artificial islands. President Aquino signs the executive order creating the new Negros Island region. Effective immediately, Executive Order 183 will carve Negros Occidental from Western Visayas or Region 6 and Negros Oriental from Central Visayas or Region 7. It is an idea 20 years in the making, with the order saying creating the region is needed to accelerate social and economic development in both provinces. The Golden State Warriors escaped the Cleveland Cavaliers 108-100 in overtime during Game 1 of the NBA Finals Thursday night in the US or Friday morning Manila time. Steph Curry leads the Warriors with 26 points, while four-time MVP LeBron James of the Cavaliers scores 42. This is the first of 7 matches. That's your 6 p.m. wrap. Watch our updates daily at 12 noon and 6 p.m. I'm David Lozada. Remember, tomorrow begins today.